This holiday season, a world of Christmas wonder awaits. Enchant Christmas returns to the Las Vegas ballpark with an all-new world's largest Christmas-like maze adventure. Wander through a maze with larger-than-life light sculptures, glide on a sparkling ice skating trail, and cozy up with a warm drink. From picture-perfect moments with Santa to festive shopping and delicious treats, Enchant is sure to delight all who attend. Bring your friends, your family, everyone you love to create magical memories together. Tickets are on sale now for the grandest holiday event of this season. Go to enchantchristmas.com for details.
The holidays are upon us, and now we're at that special moment in time when the city moves from Christmas music, which, let's get real, started before Halloween, to activations. Today on CityCast Las Vegas, we talk with Man About Town and Hey Las Vegas newsletter editor Rob Kachelriess about the phenomenon of this season's pop-ups. The sort of destination events designed to share joy to the world in all the weirdest and wildest ways. It's Thursday, December 12th. I'm Dayvid Figler, and here's what Las Vegas is talking about. Hey there, CityCast Las Vegas listeners. I am excited to be here with you today because we've got a great show lined up. But first, I want to talk about why I love what I do here at CityCast Las Vegas and why I'm asking you to become a member, which you could do right now at membership.citycast.fm. As a podcast host, one of the best parts of my job is getting to sit down with smart, interesting people who love Las Vegas and help you and me better understand it. From the stories behind the stories with some of Las Vegas's best journalists, to our secret spots and current trends, to putting local and national politicians on the hot seat, I love bringing you these genuine conversations that connect the dots of life in Las Vegas. And you know, we have a lot of fun making the show because life in Las Vegas isn't just about trudging through the serious stuff. It's also about those in-between moments that delight, surprise, and inspire. Whether it's celebrating the quirky people and places that make Las Vegas unique, helping newcomers learn the lay of our land, or reconnecting long-timers, we're here to bring a little joy alongside the real deal you aren't hearing a lot of elsewhere. So, at a time when reading national headlines might feel uninspiring, a little miserable, or downright dreadful, I invite you to take local action and support CityCast Las Vegas by becoming a member at membership.citycast.fm. Your support ensures we continue connecting you to news and information that inspires, delights, and engages. If you couldn't live without us, support us. For as little as $8 a month or $80 a year, you could help us keep the hype of Las Vegas in proper perspective. Head to membership.citycast.fm today to join us. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being part of CityCast Las Vegas. Rob, let's lay some groundwork first of all. What do we define as a pop-up?
Oh, a pop-up can be pretty much anything you want it to be. I think the definition really is that it's here for a while, and then it goes away. And it doesn't really matter what the size is or where it is. I mean, a holiday pop-up can be anything from an ice rink to a cocktail lounge, or even something like Glittering Lights, which is a drive-through holiday lights display at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We even have giving machines, which are kind of like pop-up giving. So we have it all in Las Vegas when it comes down to holiday pop-up stuff.
Well, we definitely have it all in Las Vegas all the time. Giving machines, what's that, Rob?
So if you go to either the District at Green Valley Ranch or downtown Summerlin, there's these red vending machines. They're called giving machines. And you put money into them, and instead of taking something, you give something. And each machine represents 5 local charities.
Oh.
So you can go to either Green Valley Ranch or downtown Summerlin and help different charities each time at a vending machine.
That's wonderful. I guess you can sort of research which charities they have and figure out which giving machine you want to give to. Really fun.
Yeah, I mean, you got options there right in front of you. Whether it's 3 Square or Baby's Bounties, communities and schools, there's a whole bunch of them. Catholic charities that are familiar to the local community.
Oh, absolutely. So what do you think? Are we infused with enough holiday joy without these pop-ups, or are these pop-ups a special thing for our community?
Well, you can really not have too much holiday joy, right?
I mean, you're talking to a Grinchy kind of character in myself, but my too small-sized heart is open to being filled right now by you. So tell me more.
Well, I mean, the holiday season has evolved a little bit. I mean, you and I, we have a little mileage on us. We've been around a few years. And if you remember back to childhood, I mean, it used to be a little bit different. I mean, we'd go to shopping malls to pick out Christmas gifts.
Oh, definitely.
We'd go to toy stores to pick out what we wanted to put on Santa's list. And we don't really have that anymore. Everyone's doing their shopping online. So instead of the holiday joy finding you like it used to be, you have to go find it yourself. And I think that's where these special events come into play. And things are a little bit different than they used to be. But the holiday joy is there for as much as you want it to be.
You know, Rob, you really struck a chord there because I guess the original pop-up was Santa in the mall.
Exactly.
And I do have recollections as a little Jewish kid initially being completely terrified by Santa. In fact, like photos, which I still have of me on Santa's lap over at the Boulevard Mall, just with the look of terror on my face or just tears streaming down age 5, age 6. By the time I got to age 7, I kind of figured out the deal a little bit better. And I was always in my Christmas finery. It was a real event. And now it's a lot more DIY holiday joy. And these pop-ups seem to be filling that gap.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, Rob, we're in the throes of the holiday season, and I got to say, there seems to be too much going on in the world that we live in. So we want to make sure to focus people's attention on those pop-ups that they can't miss.
Right.
So where should we start?
You know, what's good is some of these pop-ups are actually free. I kind of want to start with a specific one and then go a little broader.
Okay.
But have you heard of Heritage Holidays?
I'm out of this loop, man. Tell me.
Okay. This takes place every year at the Clark County Museum in Henderson.
Okay.
And this year it's taking place on December 13th and 14th. It's at night, 5 to 8 p.m., and it's free. So you can go to the museum, bring the kids, see those historical homes they have on site, and those will be decorated. There'll be hot chocolate, cookies, Santa, whether you want to sit on his lap or not, and just a whole bunch of festive cheer between 5 and 8 p.m., December 13th and 14th at the Clark County Museum.
Fantastic. That's the one up on the Henderson side of Boulder Highway, if I'm not mistaken. A great facility. Yeah.
Yes.
And I guess in this post-COVID world, sitting on Santa's lap, use your precautions.
Yeah, and wear a mask if you want.
Right.
Also, we have our ice rinks around town. And what's cool about those is not all of them, but a few of them, like the ice rink at the Cosmopolitan or the rock rink at downtown Summerlin, to go enjoy the Christmas cheer there is free. Admission is free. They charge you for the skates. So if you don't want to go take a lap on the ice rink, it's still free to go and hang out. And if you do go to rock rink at downtown Summerlin, they have their holiday parade that's free and takes place throughout the shopping plaza every Friday and Saturday leading up to December 21st, I believe, at 6 p.m. So that's something fun to do, and it doesn't break the bank by any means.
What can people expect at a holiday parade down in downtown Summerlin?
It goes straight down the middle of downtown Summerlin. You get to see Santa. You get to see lots of characters and music, and they have some local youth groups that participate too. So it's very much a community event.
Oh, lovely.
It's not just a glorified Chuck E. Cheese presentation. It's pretty cool.
No, I appreciate that. All right. Well, how about food pop-ups? From the humble offerings to the all-out, what kind of food or drink pop-ups might there be?
Well, there's a few that I like. One of the hottest restaurants right now, as far as buzz, is Aroma Latin American Cocina in Henderson.
God, I love that place, Rob. It's like one of those secret hiking spots where you don't want to share it, but of course you also want them to do really well. But I'm going to just put the Dayvid Figler seal of, oh my God, it's amazing on it.
Yes, and if Dayvid Figler approves, it's good.
Well,
but Chef Steve Kessler has put together a Navidad menu that's available through December 17th. And it's just kind of like some special dishes, nothing over the top cheesy, Christmassy. It's more like Latin American cuisine with some little adjustments on it. You might see some cranberries in the mix and a few other ingredients. But the guy knows his stuff.
Oh my gosh, Jesse. Yeah, it's a delicious experience.
You can order anything there and you're going to get something special in a cozy little environment. You can also do something where a lot of restaurants offer dinners called Feast of the Seven Fishes.
Okay, I immediately think of the episode of The Bear season 2, which was just chaos in the household. But I'm guessing this is a little bit more controlled fun.
A feast of seven fishes is just like a multi-course meal. It's an Italian tradition that's catching on more and more every year in the United States. And it's basically multi-course seafood dinner. And one of my favorites in town is the one at Ferraro's on Christmas Eve. They do a 5-course feast of the 7 dishes dinner, and it is absolutely delicious. And I believe it is $145 a person, and that includes all the food, 5 courses, and you pick your main entrees.
Got it. Okay, what other options we got?
Well, when I wake up on Christmas morning and it's time for breakfast, I crave one thing.
Is it pancakes?
Close. Waffles.
Ah.
If you really like waffles, go to the ice rink at the Cosmopolitan, where there's a special speakeasy set up this year for the first time.
A waffle speakeasy? Is that what you were about to tell me?
The Waffle Speakeasy. It's called the Ski Lodge Waffle Hut. It's by our friends at Spiegel World, who are responsible for Absinthe. They're responsible for the new disco show.
Yeah.
And, of course, Super Fricko inside the Cosmopolitan, which has its own kind of semi-speakeasy style bar, the Ski Lodge.
Right.
Well, now they have a second version of the Ski Lodge. It's called the Ski Lodge Waffle Hut. And it's kind of tucked away in a corner at the ice rink. So it's right there at the Boulevard Pool. You got views of the Strip. You've got the ice rink in the center. But if you follow the signs, they'll take you to the Waffle Hut, which is a totally decked out ski lodge. I can't really believe they pulled this off in pop-up style. Like there's skis hanging from the ceiling with holiday lights hanging off of them. There's like an animated window with skiers going down the hill through the window. Coat racks with, ski jackets hanging off of them just to give the vibes. There's a fireplace, just comfy furniture, wood decor, and you get really kind of unique waffles. They're almost like sandwiches. And the one I had when I went there, it was the aged cheddar and bacon waffle. So it's almost like a sandwich, but you have like a little bit of apple butter in there, some candied bacon, like a walnut sauce.
Good and savory.
It just works. It's like a great savory waffle. And they also have a sweeter one that's kind of like based on a s'mores flavor profile. And then they also have a pepperoni pizza waffle. So there's really kind of something for everyone.
That one doesn't get me as much as the other two. But that sounds interesting. I mean, Spiegel World, they are masters of the vibe.
Yeah, definitely. And they have, like at least one person who's kind of in character when I was in there, which is kind of typical for them, for their dining concepts.
Definitely.
So in this case, when I was there, they had kind of like a blonde snow bunny going through the room, kind of leading everyone in games and shot skis, possibly even on the house from what I saw. And they do their own house-made cinnamon whiskey where they infuse whiskey with cinnamon sticks and cloves, which is kind of cool as well.
All right. Totally sold.
Yeah.
I love how we can do ice rinks, even though the weather has been very moderate this December, that they could still maintain a nice little cozy, faux wintry scene. It's really lovely how all the ice rinks do it.
Nobody does faux better than Vegas.
Yeah, right?
We're the faux capital of the world. We have our own Eiffel Tower. We have our own New York skyline.
Wino, that's spelled Wineaux, is the latest rage for wine lovers and the vino curious around the valley. Located in a sweet new spot at the Uncommons off the 215, Wino is more than a wine bar, it's a marketplace. It's a welcome escape because it's so comfy in there too. It's a wine shopper's paradise. Wino is staffed with a helpful, knowledgeable, and friendly team that guides guests as they try, buy, and fall in love with great wines at all the price points for any budget. At Wino, you could order bottles, bites, and market items online for easy in-store pickup. There's also the Wine Club, where you could subscribe to get 2 unique bottles every month. Whether you're a curious newbie or an experienced connoisseur, their selection will have you excited to dive into a specific region or try a new grape variety. Head on over to winolv.com today to shop around, or head to Wino at the Uncommons for an in-store adventure.
The Uncommons in Southwest Las Vegas absolutely lives up to its name. It's a vibrant, mixed-use destination, and this holiday season, Uncommons will transform into a magical holiday destination during its Season of Splendor. every weekend from Saturday, December 7th through Saturday, December 21st. The Quad will host a dynamic lineup of festivities celebrating the season and their commitment to the arts and community. Some things you're going to find there: a pop-up performance of the Nutcracker, complimentary hot chocolate, and cozy fire pits with a s'mores concierge. Guests can enjoy complimentary parking throughout the season of Splendor. That's December 7th, 8th, 14th, and 21st, with proof of purchase from any Uncommons restaurant or retailer. More information about Uncommons is on their website at uncommons.com/holidays or any of the socials: Facebook, Instagram, and even LinkedIn.
Hey, Andy McDaniel here. I'm Chief Creative Officer at CityCast. If you're like me, you're fatigued with the news right now. And yet here you are listening to today's show. I hope that is because CityCast is a bright spot in your media diet. We started CityCast out of the belief that local news can be not only informative, but useful, even delightful. We also believe that when people like you understand your city and your neighbors, it makes your city a better place to live. If CityCast does that for you, I hope you'll consider becoming a member. By listening to this show, you are already a part of what we're building. But when you become a CityCast member, you help ensure we stick around. Become a member of your local CityCast at membership.citycast.fm. That's membership.citycast.fm. And thanks.
All right. Any other food or bar coming up?
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many pop-up bars this year. I feel like there's more and more every year. If you go online to our website and you look at my article on things to do in December, I have a whole list of them. I think one of the big ones that everybody always talks about every year is Miracle on Spring Mountain.
Yep, Sand Dollar.
Is at the Sand
100%.
Dollar in
Yep.
Chinatown. And this year they've got like DJs there. And they have like an outdoor tent with a little pop-up bar inside there as well, where I believe they've got like a really good Negroni. That's kind of like a festive Negroni. But also they have their usual holiday cocktail menu inside. They have really good pizza too. So you can't miss out on that.
It's always packed, and they start a little early, so it's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
I love how they've just maintained it every year, and it really has become a destination. And it's weird. It's weird in there because if you've been to the Sand Dollar Normal, it's just sort of this divey blues bar, but boy, does it take on Christmas.
Yeah, I think they've toned it down a touch this year because it used to be like chaos with the decorations, just like everywhere. I think they spent like a lot of money on the decorations each year.
Yeah, every line of sight, for sure.
And it's still a lot this year, but I think it's just like a little more calm this year. Another one I want to give a shout out to is the Velveteen Rabbit, which is one of my favorite cocktail lounges in Vegas.
The original cocktail lounge in the Arts District, for sure.
Yeah. So if you want a good craft cocktail in the Arts District, the Velveteen Rabbit never goes wrong. They're not really in pop-up mode, but they're just like really well decorated for the holidays. And they have like little kind of digital snow that's falling on the wall. And it just kind of sets the tone really nice. And if you get the Vegas Vixen, this is my kind of cocktail because it's made with smoked beef tallow-infused mezcal with some gingerbread and blueberry flavors and a little Turkish tobacco bitters on top of that.
Yes, they are well known for their unexpected ingredients. And so doing that for the holidays seems right on brand for them. Any other food spots?
Well, you know, I shared some holiday things with you that are more on the Christmassy side. How about some Jewish events? I'm sure you've got the inside scoop on that.
Yeah, well, there's some Hanukkah pop-ups as well. You know, one of the perennials is Honey Salt does a special Hanukkah menu. It's a $59 full dinner, and it goes from December 26th to 28th. Fun fact, this year Hanukkah starts on Christmas Day.
Yes.
So it actually, because it's 8 days, lasts into the new year. So it's a double-double for a lot of people. So yeah, they're doing Christmas dinners there, but they're also doing Hanukkah dinners. So, you know, that's the whole schmear. You got your challah and your matzo ball soup and your potato latkes, and then there'll be some nice slow-roasted biscuits. So Honey Salt knows what they're doing on there. Another one that I really love on Hanukkah time is Siegel's 1941 over at El Cortez. They always do something fancy for Hanukkah. They'll have a special Hanukkah menu. So if you're, you know, in the downtown area and you want to just kind of pop in for their pop-up, El Cortez, always reliable.
And they're always reasonably priced, too.
Yeah, and it's one of the oldest casinos in Las Vegas, so it's kind of fun being in there, too, and they definitely to an extent that a small casino can really celebrate the holiday spirit.
A lot of history in there for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That you could actually physically feel on you when you walk in. It's just sort of a thing.
A lot of Hanukkahs over the years in that place.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, how about events, Rob? Any kind of interesting events that are popping up as well?
Yes, for sure. I'm really big into wine events. I feel like we've been talking about wine bars all year this year.
It's back. I mean, wine bars used to be a thing and then they kind of toned down. But now with all the array of wines, natural wines in interesting regions, it's definitely back with a fury.
Yes, and I want to talk about Wino, and not just because they've been a sponsor in the past. We love Wino. We think they love us, but I would go there anyway for their first ever holiday grand tasting. It's on December 14th, 4 to 6 p.m., and your ticket includes like a complimentary Rydell tasting glass. You get to try more than 20 wines that the sommelier team picked out, and you get some snacks, and it has a whole like holiday vibe to it. And I believe it's only $50 a ticket, which is a really good deal for something like that. So that's happening on December 14th. And then another new wine bar that we love is Crush Pad. They're doing something kind of fun too. They're doing a holiday hoedown and ugly sweater contest on December 19th from 7 to 9 p.m. So it's kind of like a country theme, which kind of matches Vegas this month, you know, with the rodeo in town.
Right.
And then they'll just have some food available, some drinks available. It's kind of low key, but just come in, have some really good wine, and celebrate the season.
I love dressing up into a wine bar. You know, Garageese down in the Arts District, which is my favorite, has Tracksuit Tuesdays where everybody is in tracksuits.
Yes.
There's the Garageese branded ones, and I guess you get a discount or something. So, yeah, you could have fun in a hoity-toity wine bar. There's no doubt about it, especially around the holidays.
Yeah, I feel like you have a closet full of tracksuits. Am I right?
I got a closet full of cowboy shirts, believe it or not. That's like more of my thing.
Well, this is your month then.
Yeah. Well, anything else out of the ordinary, Rob, for holiday pop-ups?
Yeah, you know what else is kind of weird? IKEA, of all places, has like a Swedish holiday buffet. And that's Friday, December 13th. So that's coming up. But that's 5 to 7 p.m. And you can just get like tickets in person at the IKEA. And it's like $25 a person. And you get to try, you know, a little smorgasbord of Swedish-style Christmas treats up in their cafe area.
So above and beyond the normal meatball offering there.
Yeah, and then you can go browse for furniture too, if you want.
Well, that sounds like a great transition to the next one because, you know, people want to go out and do their holiday shopping or finish it up. IKEA is one option where you can grab a pop-up too. Anywhere else that people should be able to merge their holiday shopping and pop-uppery?
Well, you know, you mentioned out of the ordinary, and I didn't realize this, but Tivoli Village has horse-drawn carriage rides for the holiday season. Yeah.
It's not the biggest space in the world.
Well, you can go around those little
I guess so.
Cobblestone-ish walkways Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays from 4 to 8 p.m. leading up to Christmas. I've heard the lines can get a little long for those.
Oh, I bet.
But if you have some patience or if you just want to browse the shops at Tivoli Village while you wait to hop on one of those carriage rides, that's really cool. All right, David, I know you and I are both fans of Ethel M., the chocolate factory.
Definitely.
And their holiday cactus garden is in full swing right now. So you can go there after dark. You can browse the holiday light exhibit and then go inside to the gift shop and get boxes of chocolates, boxes of candy, just great last minute gifts. And if someone needs a gift and they're not from Vegas or maybe they're not familiar with Ethel M., this is a great way to give them like a little treat. That's one of those like only in Vegas kind of things. Of course, Ethel M has that great hot chocolate made with the real stuff, with the dark chocolate on the spot. So that's a little bonus there too.
A lot of good reasons to go there. A, you get inspiration from their cactus garden for the kind of succulents that live well in our desert environment, and you could sort of incorporate them into your own landscaping, get those good ideas. And also, it is a great date night, whether or not you've been together for a long time or even like a first or second date, because, you know, you're a little bundled up and you're walking close to each other and you're checking out the little lights. And I say this from personal experience. It was one of my first dates with my current person.
And also an affordable date night. It used to be free admission, but I think they charge like $3 now and it goes to charity. So it's a little tradition they've started. And it kind of goes along with that spirit of giving. One more place I just want to give a quick shout out to for great shopping while enjoying the holiday spirit is Enchant, which is known for its ice skating, its tree, its Santa, its food. But this holiday pop-up, which takes place in downtown Summerlin at the Las Vegas ballpark, also has a lot of cool vendors that almost have kind of like an independent kind of feel to them. It's some local vendors that they bring in. There's some unique independent vendors from other parts of the country that they bring in for this. So that's a fun way to do a little bit of holiday shopping on the artisanal side as well.
Those are great recommendations, Rob. And if people really want to get some more, I think they can check out our guide to December, because we list even more holiday destinations for this month. And a lot of them are in the category of pop-up. So in addition to this episode, you might want to play back-to-back with the December guide to Las Vegas.
Absolutely. We got a lot of local suggestions online on our website and on the podcast. So browse through those and you'll get lots of recommendations.
Definitely. Like a third podcast, if people really want to go deep and do a triple, is our guide to local gifts. So
absolutely.
Yeah, plenty of information here on CityCast Las Vegas, which we love giving to everybody. And Rob Kachelriess, thank you so much for being part of that.
I appreciate it. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and go Knights.
Always go Knights. And a reminder that our end of the year campaign is underway. Become a CityCast Las Vegas member to support journalism that connects our city. Go to membership.citycast.fm right now to join. And if you're already a member, thank you. We couldn't do this work without you. And that's all for today here on CityCast Las Vegas. If you enjoyed the show, hey, go tell a friend. That's what the holiday spirit is all about. You can also rate our show, leave us a review, and subscribe to our morning newsletter. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Till then, stay lucky.